This has never happened in the history of America. Everyone, every talk show, every host was pitching and promoting Kamala Harris. And the way that they were doing it, which also makes it very unique, is they weren't saying anything good about Kamala Harris.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
If you look at all of the newspapers, if you look at virtually every radio station, if you look at every television network, if you look at virtually all of Hollywood, movies, Disney Studios, for example, all the movies that come out. And if you look at the musicians, so if you ever see the Grammy Awards, the musicians, everyone in that world, the mainstream media, as well as all the entertainment industry, TV, radio, newspapers, magazines, music, movies, TV stations, TV shows, everybody in that world is on the liberal left side of politics. And I'm not suggesting that that's bad or wrong, and I'm not picking sides here. I'm just pointing out that that group overwhelmingly is in the liberal camp. If you look at the news and the most watched television shows in the United States of America, Good Morning America, The Today Show, all the morning talk shows, The View, all the other talk shows. If you look at every single prime time or late night show, whether it's the Tonight Show or whatever other shows are going on, every single one of them, the hosts are ultra left-wing liberal people, which is perfectly fine. I can be your friend, there's no problem. Many of the ideas and policies that you agree with, you and I are on the same page. They are so in that camp that they hate anyone who has a conservative viewpoint. They are so in that camp that this election cycle, they did everything they could, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, producing movies, newspaper articles, magazine articles, headlines, and all the talk shows, including Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live took a side and said, we are going to promote Kamala Harris, the Democratic nominee for president. We are going to do everything we can to try to get our viewers to dislike Donald Trump and to like Kamala Harris and vote for Kamala Harris. This has never happened in the history of America, where we had news anchors like David Muir on the evening news, Lester Holtz. They took sides. They said subtly, sometimes directly, you should not vote for Donald Trump, you should vote for Kamala Harris. This has never happened in the history of America. Everyone, every talk show, every host was pitching and promoting Kamala Harris. And the way that they were doing it, which also makes it very unique, is they weren't saying anything good about Kamala Harris. They weren't saying that her policies are going to make our country better, make America better, make the world a better, safer, more prosperous place so that people have a higher standard of living and higher quality of life. That she had really good ideas and policies that she wanted to get implemented to make the United States a better, safer, more prosperous place for the people that live here, as well as the world. They weren't saying any of that. All they did, and this has never happened before, is they tried to demonize Donald Trump. They used words which had never been used before in politics in America. Nazi. Donald Trump is a Nazi. Donald Trump is a fascist. If he becomes president, democracy is over. He is Hitler. My gosh, Donald Trump is Hitler. Hitler started the Second World War, where tens of millions of people were killed. He killed millions of people in gas chambers. He had them executed. Donald Trump is Hitler? Really? That is the most outrageous statement that anyone can make, and it had been repeated thousands of times by hundreds of people that you respect and admire. This is mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. What was done in this election to try to get Kamala Harris elected president has never happened in the history of the United States in any election, and I don't think anywhere in the world. This was something unprecedented. The left rhetoric and hate created 2 assassination attempts against Donald Trump. It is mind-boggling the amount of vitriol and hate that came out of the left and the liberal camp against Donald Trump. Please, if you disagree with his policy, if you think that stopping people coming into America illegally is a bad idea, Trump thinks that's a good idea. If you think that's a bad idea, then talk about your policy being better for the world and America and American citizens as opposed to his. Talk about the policy difference. Does that make sense? But they couldn't. They attacked this man. And there are a lot of things about Donald Trump that a lot of people find easy not to like. Okay, we both know that, right? Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.